is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is October 30th, 2017. I have 2 chapters, not 1. Because 1 isn't enough, alright? 1 isn't enough, apparently, because I missed last week. We're going to be getting 2! Ishida, more than likely, I'm not going to know what in the Flying Flagner is going on type of chapters. So, double the confusion. You guys remember whenever, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of you still play Pokemon, but I haven't played that much in quite some time. I picked up Sun and Moon last year. That was like the first Pokemon game I had bought since like Black and White or something, or Diamond and Pearl. I don't even know, man. I know that I own Diamond and Pearl. I don't even remember if I own Black and White, but whatever the case may be. You guys remember in Pokemon, man, the technique confusion, right? Ishida hits me with that, but then it's like if you add a multiplier on top of that, man, like it's double XP weekend or something. That's me on a weekly basis. But that's what I enjoy his work for, man. It's something that I don't get. What Ishida brings me, I don't get from anyone else in terms of me asking myself what in the Flying Flagnards, as at least like in current weekly manga that I'm reading. I don't receive this from anywhere else. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Now, whether that's a good or a bad thing, man, it's all up to you. I enjoy it because it's something that is unique and different, and unique and different is always welcome and fun. So we're going to start off with chapter 146 of the awesome sauce here, man. Thousands upon thousands of limbs and eyes descend upon Tokyo. Thousands upon thousands of limbs and eyes descend upon Tokyo, man. We get to see this beautiful scene, or what appears to look like, I don't even want to begin to try to explain what is shooting out of this thing right here, man. I made a lot of jokes to Kaneki's dragon last week, so hey man, listen, Touka took all of it, man, all 100% of that dragon. And I compared this monster, actually, because I received this tweet from Ibby that made me think about it, and I was like, man, this thing looks a lot like Eva Unit 001 from Evangelion. And it's funny because that thing also went berserk based on Shinji's emotions. So just seeing the way the draw structure is here, I remember my man Elias pointed out like the draw structure is very similar as well. So I don't know, maybe it is it is paying homage to it, but I'm not sure because it just looks so weird from so many different angles that you can only say that it looks like that from one angle. That one angle from like right here, the angle that I'm seeing right here, and the angle where they first originally showed it in the original Tokyo Ghoul in Hide's notepad. So those are the only two that look like it, but still, it does look like Eva Unit 001, man. Direct hit on the target, direct hit. Preparing strafing volley, repeat, preparing strafing volley. These dudes are coming in straight with helicopters, man. They aren't taking anything else for an answer but calling in choppers, bro. Like, it's Modern Warfare 2, calling in Pavlos, attack helicopters, chopper gunners, AC-130. Somebody's on an 11 kill streak out here, man. Somebody is indeed on an 11 kill streak out here. So we turn the page. We see a whole bunch of screaming. I can't tell what's going on here. It looks like a couple of limbs being ripped off. Look at the size of this thing, man. I can't get over it, bro. I can't get over this, just the sheer size of this dang darn thing. It'll fall. It's gonna fall. Did they do it? Damage to its shell has been confirmed. To its shell. That's what they're calling that. Its shell. I guess so, because it is. It does look like something's protecting the skin. But to its shell has been confirmed. Above ground teams move to the road in front of the bureau. Fire as soon as you have eyes on the target. No, not yet. Are we going to evacuate the civilians from the area? Already did. Oh yeah, where do we expect it to move to? Attacks work on this thing. Continue firing. From the first to the second word, or perhaps the fourth, that's our best guess. Of course, right? And it falls in front of somebody here. I mean, look at this. This is a massive eye. It's that same eye that went up against me or Ishida in the last chapter. Well, it can't be Ishida because Ishida's this dragon, honestly. And then the rest of the people getting wrecked is the fandom. But, the eye, whenever it was just me, minding my own business, and I saw that thing come up in my mirror, man. Or my window. It fell. Wait, there's still citizens right here. Move to intercept. Above, I'm loving the perspective panels here by Ishida, man. Because if we look back, right, so let me watch the first page. On the first page, we see it from all the way down here, right below it. Then we get another shot of it right next to its face. And then we get another panel of it, you know, zooming out, and we get like to see just how big this thing is when comparing it to the skyscrapers and to the just the whole structure around the damn thing. And then we see it falling, but it's so weird because how does it make it down there that quickly? It makes me believe there's multiples of this thing, man, and I've been saying that since last week. Above ground team moved to intercept. Don't know that it sustained my or not last week, technically 2 weeks ago. The target still hasn't ceased its activity. Moved to back up the above ground teams. Roger. Look at this thing, bro. Prepare to intercept. Why does it look like this thing is in a different place than last time? Or is it just moving that quickly that they can't even, you know, they can't keep up with it? Sitting from the first floor towards the fourth, above ground squads are moving to intercept. Maybe it's because it's just so damn big. Maybe that's what it is. Is that, and that's what's going on here. First volley prepare. First volley ready. And we see them, man, you know, tanks, dude, tanks. They're getting ready for Call of Duty World War II out here, man. They're getting the squad back together. Look at that, and they're just nailing this thing. Second volley, and something happens. It looks like the tank is getting destroyed by this thing. And but look, it looks like there's explosions coming out of it on both the bottom and the top. And somebody's yelling. That means that one of these tanks is getting completely destroyed right now, but I can't tell which. Let me move on to the next page. It looks like it's crushing it. It goes to, yeah, it crushed it. It crushed both of them, of course, because of its size. Look at these eyes, man. I can't get over these flippin' eyes. And I love how dark everything is. It just adds so much, man, to the atmosphere of this. Mom! This dude is a troll. Ishida, man. So yeah, the tanks got destroyed here. Someone please. God. Mom. No. And look at the size, man. Yeah, I love how Ishida's emphasizing on the size here. Now we get to see a little bit more when it comes to just what this thing looks like, man. This thing is huge. We see a part of it over here. Then we see a little bit more of it. I didn't even see the back part of it. The back part. Then we see a little bit of it coming over here, but it looks like it has two mouths because there's one all the way over here, unless this is its tail. I don't understand, man. Just the structure. This thing is almost like it has no structure. And it's weird. I don't know. Is it multi-headed? Is it the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, man? Well, technically the Red Eyes. It's Kaneki's Red Eye, but the Red Eyes Black Dragon, alright? That's what we're gonna call it. The Red Eyes Ultimate Dragon, man. Mommy! And then we see... This is... oh, snap. I didn't realize this is a double-page spread. I'm scared. And then we see just more destruction over here. We see a mouth, discombobulated mouth over here. It's just things are falling all over the place. And then we get to zoom out and see a little bit more of this thing. And zoom out even more after that. And just see the multiple eyes. Man, like, seriously, just look at it. Okay, so we see a back end back here. This thing is massive. This thing is like the size of the damn city. It's coming right over here. Then we see a little bit humping all over this part. And then we see it over here destroying everything on this side. And it appears to have a little bit of like a claws going on over here. This kind of reminds me of a salamander, of a lizard. But it's supposed to be a dragon. But with Ishida, man, we won't even know. But this thing is weird. We see a figure over here looking upon destruction. No, not even upon destruction. This place looks familiar. Isn't this where Yomo and Mutsuki fought, right? Hold on. You're right about... Furuta! I'm trying not to pull a con here, man. I don't want stuff falling on me. You're right about one thing. All this is beyond human understanding. Who is he talking to? And yeah, man, they got wrecked. And you say that even though they're like this, Arima and Haidu can still come back? Huh? You're right about one thing, all this is beyond human understanding. And then that even though they're like this, Arima and Haidu can still come back. Answer me! I can only speak in terms of possibilities. But if Kagunes are truly the fruit of imagination itself, even life can be birthed from infinite chaos. Listen to that. I can only speak in terms of possibilities, but if Kagunes are truly the fruit of imagination itself, even life can be birthed from infinite chaos. That's one hell of a line, yo. That should impress upon you just what that thing is. Possibilities, huh? Give me a number. I don't care if it's just a guess. What percent are we looking at? Essentially 0. I see. Drop dead. Watching it fight those bastard ghouls should have forced you to realize that that thing can only create destruction. I was hoping this was just a bit more probable. After all, it's the first time I've actually laid eyes on it in person. In fairy tales, it is said that the king of the 24th ward once did something similar. He divided up and shared into the world his life force itself. But that was just a fluke. I don't know. And he probably stole a lot more lives than he shared. UI, I promised you I had the map. I had the map. The X marked the treasure. It just so happened that the treasure isn't the sort you wanted. I didn't believe you that far, to be honest. I'm not that much of a fool. But any port in a storm, I just wanted solace. Even if under roofs of straw, but they won't stand much longer, will they? Hold on, man. Let me go back and try to process this, because so let me reread this page one more time. In fairy tales, it is said that the king of the 24th ward once did something similar, divided it up and shared into the world his life force itself. But that was just a fluke. I don't know, and he probably stole a lot more lives than he shared. I promised you I had the map. The X marked the treasure. It just so happens that the treasure isn't the sort you wanted. I didn't believe you that far, to be honest. I'm not that much of a fool, but any port in a storm, I just wanted solace. Even if under the roofs of straw, but they won't stand much longer, will they? I'm sorry. Even though you're enemies, you just couldn't kill them, could you? We went at it for real. Both of us were inches from death multiple times. Just one more step and we'd have died. Both of us could feel it. But then this thing shows up, and before we know it, we're shoulder to shoulder. Our mental misgivings were swept away. Our bodies just automatically moved to respond. So this is going towards what me and Ibby Beg were talking about on Twitter the other day, on how, because according to what he said, and it blew my mind, man. Right now, Kaneki literally is the Tokyo Ghoul, and if we take that into consideration, you know, with Furuta's plan and whatnot, and into like bringing them all together, you know, both, I believe that's what his plan was. You know, right? Am I being factual that his plan was to bring both the humans and the ghouls to coincide? If that's the case, then right now we're getting the very best of that. That this thing shows up, and before we know it, we're shoulder to shoulder. Our mental misgivings were swept away. Our bodies just automatically move to respond because they just want to survive, and they're using whatever means necessary to survive. Which means even the person that you were just going at, you need to team up with them in order to take out whatever this bigger, larger threat is. That's usually how it works. So Kaneki is proving to be that one villain, or that one thing, you know, that both the humans and the ghouls need to take out, because if not, it's going to kill them all. So that it looks like that is to be true, especially here in this panel. I see. How nice. I'll be going. I'm not the bureau chief anymore. What will you do, Cody? I'm going to the surface. I'm an investigator after all. And you, Hirako? You probably need someone to watch your back, so take the world that Arima wished for. That's where we're headed, right? Aren't we? I don't know. What a chapter, man. Holy flagnards. That was only 14 pages. Before I go on to 147, I just want to look at one more thing. Let me just go through one more quick read through of the chapter. We see this thing, it's nailed. We see another perspective of how huge this thing is. We see an eye fall upon right in front of this person. Then we see a little bit more of it falling over here. Tank fires. It nails this part right here, which looks to be the same part that fell up right in front of that one person earlier. We get a little bit more of it. It's crushing everything with its sheer size. It's huge. Then the size of the Dragon Man. Right here, it's taking over the whole city. It's flipping huge. Then we see right here. This is a wonderful panel, man. Furuta comes up. You're right. I think this all beyond human understanding. You say like this. Apparently, Arima and Haidu can still come back because that's what I wanted to get to. So this is right here, and you say that even though they're like this, Arima and Haidu can still come back. So with that being said, let's continue and let me reread this part one more time. I can only speak in terms of possibilities, but if cognitions are truly the fruit of imagination in itself, even life can be birthed from infinite chaos. I love that line so much. That should impress upon you just what that thing is. Possibilities don't give me a number. Essentially zero. I see drop dead and da. And then right here we see that they bring up the fairy tale of that said that the king of the 24th ward once did something similar. He divided up and shared into the world his life force itself. So if that is the case, into the world as life force itself, does that mean that from life force, new life was created? But does that mean that old life can be brought back? Because they're speaking like Arima and Hairu can apparently be brought back because of this. Like some mass resurrection. But in order for this resurrection to take place, people need to be sacrificed, right? There need to be deaths. Kind of like if you guys ever watched One Piece movie 6. Where Baro no Matsuri had to use the flower in order to suck away or feed or sacrifice to the flower certain lives, so that way he could keep the image of his crew that were supposed to be dead, but were only clinging on to the bare life of other people's life force. They were being fed to this damn flower. Is this something like that? Like a dream, not really a dream state, but as like it's equivalent exchange. You give life onto this thing, and then it takes all these lives, and out of it, it comes the resurrection of others. I'm unclear on that. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he meant by that. That was just a fluke, I don't know, and he probably stole a lot more than he shared. I promised you I had the map that X marked the treasure. Just so happens that the treasure isn't the sort you wanted. I didn't believe you that far, to be honest. I'm not a fool. I'm sorry, even though they're enemies. I love this part right here, because it's going back to what we were talking about earlier. The world, the Arima wished for, that's where we're headed, right? I don't know. And then look at this, man. At the very least, I'd like to see it come true. Alright, let's move on to the next chapter. Chapter 147.001. Man, I'm telling you, bro, the Ava references are clear as day, bro. Ava Unit 1, man. Come on, baby. I'm telling you guys. Bro. I'm telling you, man. Clear as day. So here we go. Hopefully that's what it means. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like this just means it's just like a brand new chapter in like Ishida's new series here, starting over from scratch. The new series ends, new series begins. But to me, this is a clear reference to Eva Unit 1. This entire reference is a huge like love letter to Kill. I was about to say Kill la Kill is a love letter to Evangelion. This right here is just like is second to that, and a love letter to Ava, which I love, man. I love so. Any sort of references to Ava is always good in my book. A messenger from the 24th ward eats Tokyo whole. The countless eyes across the city close. What does it contemplate? And once again, Ishida gives us another panel of this thing circling all the way around this building, man. It's huge, bro. It is huge. But before we get to that, we get to see like what appears to be eyes. Like closed eyes. It looks kind of like frog eyes. Honestly, you know what frog eyes are? In the way that they open, it kind of looks like this. So let's go on to the next page, if I can. And it takes me to a juicy fruit commercial. trying to maybe buy some juicy fruit out here. CCG, what's the situation on the scene? Have there really been reactions? Have there really been reactions? Are you talking about anime reactions? Manga reactions? I can guarantee there's been live reactions all over the place, man. If Ishida's looking for live reactions, there's a whole community of live reactioners out here to Tokyo Ghoul, man. There's a whole community out here, man. Does that mean ghouls? Where? What the hell is that? Just get people together. Tell me what's going on. Did you get in touch with Matsumoto Squad yet? Where the hell's Chief Washu? I don't know. Who should we take orders from? How many have we saved? What's the casualty situation? We've got to stop this. Oh yeah, tell us. Tell anyone you can get in touch with to come back to the bureau. We need all hands on deck. Hurry. Come on, man. All right, what's taking up so much memory? Because this thing is being slow. Activity monitor. Adobe After Effects. All right, force quit. Let me see. Miss Psycho. Psycho, my girl, dude. Psycho. If I could be a character, like if I am a character in this series, it's either Psycho or it's Furuta, man, and that's a shoot. Well, no, that's a lie. It's either Psycho or Eto, and then like with the type of qualities of Furuta, trollish qualities. He loves Gintama, so it's that thing. But Psycho, man, Psycho's me in a series. Psycho's awesome. Yo, what is Psycho about to go in? Miss Psycho, what is that? That's a Kagune. Bro, come, yo, man, Psycho. What's about to go down? First thing first, get to the CCG. It looks like it ceased its activity, but is it even alive anymore? It stopped moving? So it stopped because it looks like it's morning time. So it went in during the nighttime. It looks like it's morning time. Okay, so Psycho's looking. Its eyes are closed. That makes sense. The eyes were open. That was the black things that we kept seeing. Like the one that showed up a bit beside me in at the door. So, okay, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, so its eyes are closed and it sees activity, but in it's daytime. So, but what does that mean? It doesn't seem to respond. Did it die? It's unresponsive. No, it's not unresponsive. Look at that. It cut off this dude's head! Yo, this is like one of those panels in like those horror manga, where like you look back. Well, I can't really compare to Junji Ito. Junji Ito is like the god of horror manga. But this is like one of those like classic instances of like you turn back, you're like, hey man, something's going on here. And the moment you turn back, the thing opens its eyes and cuts your head off. Literally, that's what happened here. He looked back, he said, it's unresponsive. And his buddy right here got his head chopped clean off like I'm gonna do to people in Call of Duty World War II. So, I mean, clean off, bro, clean. So it lives. Retreat. Yo, he said retreat. He said straight up, we're not fighting this thing. We're getting up out of here, man. Pack your bags. We're running. Yoriko. Takeomi. Is it okay if I leave here? Hey, the ground was shaking all night. What happened? An earthquake? No, I don't know. Oi, hi there. Hold on, yo, this, the way the hair, the way the face, is that my boy? I'm not sure. He's not talking in PlayStation symbols, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure here, man. So I'm gonna stay low key for right now. But it looks like my boy. But there are no PlayStation symbols to be seen, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. On a date, Bujin, newlyweds are always so passionate. I'll take care of things on this end. Have fun, you two, on your dates. Oh my, Russell. Oh, you two, what the hell are you doing up here above ground? What about our headquarters? Nishiki. Down there, looks like people are taking shelter down there. What the hell's that monster? What happened? They don't even know it's Kaneki, man. They don't even know. Inami. Let me see. Oh, and the tears. She's crying. She knows. She's gotta know, man. How could she not? She's gotta know, man. Touka's gotta know. Touka's gotta know. Is it gonna show her? No, it doesn't show on this page. But man, dude, the tears. It almost like makes it seem like she kinda knows. And you see the rain falling down, man. It's perfectly setting up the atmosphere. Hina, that leg. Where's Kaneki? You two, where's the king? Did he not come with you? That is Kaneki. Facts. And the fact that it's Touka saying it, look at no, this is a gorgeous panel, man. It fits perfectly with the atmosphere. So we go back into the last page. We see that the rain starts falling, and we see that Hinami looks down, man. You see the tears coming out. I gotta say this panel, man. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous panel. And it's a panel of somebody crying, but still, like the panel structure here it's amazing. It is amazing. So, and then we go from that. We see Hinami's expression, but we don't get to see Touka's here, and I think that is perfect. Because we switch over to Touka, she says that is Kaneki. But we can't see her face. We don't know if she's crying, we don't know if she's serious, we don't know what's going on here. But we know that this is her husband, this is her man. This is the father of her child, of her future child. Going at it and destroying the city at this point in time. Or just it looks to be ending the world here. So it says right here, that is Kaneki. And then we see this beautiful, I mean, you see a rock right over it, man. The rain falling, but you don't see her face, man. I love it. I love the choice to not show her face here by Ishida, man. What are you on about? By that you mean pile of shit? Touka! This battle. Yes, that is Kaneki. Look at her face. Is that not a face of absolute despair, bro? Is it not, man? I mean, just by looking at the eyes, just by looking at her eye, you can just feel all of the pain, man. All the pain that came out from the Neki Ataka. Yes, that is Kaneki. Man. This is a striking panel, bro. It really is. It truly is, man. Because it looks like she hasn't slept. Just worrying about her. That, she's losing hair. The way that it's detailed, the way the hair flowing down their eyes. It's another wonderful panel, man. Gosh. Looks photoshopped. If only I stopped him. I must go. Go, I must. I simply must. If you're going to go anywhere, at least think it through, Tsukiyama. If you really want to go to Kaneki, that is. Have you gotten all our intel together? How long do we have until it starts moving again? And what about apparently it's going on again. But think about the size of that thing. We don't even know if they'll work. And are our labs even operational? Everyone's pretty harried. I guess without a leader we can't. You gotta be kidding me. Request support from the GSDF and police headquarters. Evacuation of citizens is our first priority. Get CCG trucks on the road. Quit looking like you've all seen a ghost. You were dragging your feet so much that I had to come back from hell to whip you into shape. You're that right, you did. Use even the transport trucks from our labs. Marute? Special class Marute? These main offices are too close to the action. Set up a special operations meeting room at a branch office. How? Everyone capable of driving anything larger than a pickup, come with me. How much damage did each of our weapons do to it? It's almost unharmed and starting to regenerate. Did you try Winka's bullets on it? Give me the data for each weapon you fired. Here we go, man. Psycho greatness. Here. Oh my, man. It looks like we're gonna get and this is gonna suck for me, man. The fact that all of these things, they know what this thing is. They know what it is, man. And it's kind of like now Ishida's giving us. So we have Kaneki, then we have Sasaki's squad, and his squad is gonna have to go after him now, and then Kaneki's OG squad, and they're both gonna probably have to work together to take this thing out. Let me save the Psycho panel right quick because I saved Psycho panels. But let's go, man. Let's go. Hit it. Wait. Hit it right. Hit it. Mutsuki? I thought she got fried by Yomo. She got hit by a Mamaragan, And she's there, alive. Dios mío. Honestly, though, how's it look with that huge maggot here? Even with every last man CG's God, we won't have enough. There he is. There he is. I'm vain man. So the person we saw it from wasn't him. So you're telling me you have a plan, huh? That's not how you spell specialist, by the way. Shall we ask the specialist? He's not speaking in PlayStation symbols. A wordless plan begins. Man, bro, then what is... Because Hide, from the very beginning, was always on to something, right? But now, if Hide is going to get involved... Because right now we're getting the aftermath and getting everybody together into what appears to be like one last-ditch effort against this huge thing. And possibly trying to save Kaneki. But will they even be able to save him at this point? I mean, this manga is based around a tragedy, so if they kill him, they're going to have to kill him. And it's just going to be a lot of emotional moments. But Hide is about to come up with a plan, man. If he's coming up with a plan, he's coming up with some way to save Kaneki, bro. That's his boy. That's his man's. That's his boy. So we have Hide here. We got the whole CCG squad. Psycho, Yuri, they're about to go into like somewhere. Marude, he's going in. Mutsuki's alive. Holy Flagnards. And then we have the ghouls over there on that side, man. Man, bro, Hinami with the tears, bro. That one hit me. But Touka, though, that Touka panel was freaking panel of the chapter, bro. That was the panel of the last two chapters, honestly. 001, man. Evangelion Unit 1. Let's see. We see Psycho once again in this panel. I'm just going back and I'm rereading certain portions. I want to go back to that Touka panel. Because, hold on, let me see something real quick. Alright, let me continue. Okay, so here we see this beautiful, amazing Hinami page, man. Beautiful. The panel structure right here is amazing. The next one with Touka not even seeing what her face looks like, leading up to the reveal of what she's been going through. She hasn't slept. It looks like she hasn't slept. And where she tells Nishiki that is Kaneki. Turns her around and we see her face, man. That's the face of someone in absolute utter despair of not knowing what to do. Looks like she hasn't slept. Her eyes, man. I mean, it's a striking panel, man. It's definitely a striking panel. Really, really good stuff once again by Ishida in these past two chapters. Just wondering. I mean, I know it from I can't believe Mutsuki's still alive, man. But I'm wondering what this all has to do with it, like. Not what it all has to do with each other, but how it's all going to lead into this final part. Because apparently they're all going to try to go after Kaneki, because once this thing starts moving again, but it doesn't only move in the night. Because now that it's daytime, it looks like they have like that this time to stop and relax, get their stuff back together, and then Furuta and his gang as well. I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting. It's holy Flagnards, man. Come on. But I'm not sure, yo. I'm not sure what's about to happen. This is gonna. I'm spooked. We'll see what happens, man. I'm looking forward. To seeing what Hide's gonna have in mind, though. Shall we ask the specialist? That's not how you spell specialist, by the way. Shall we ask a specialist? Leading into the end of last chapter. Get out of here! Yo, this dude is he Father Shida, no way. Shall we ask a specialist? I see what he did there. I see. We go back to 146. Right there at the end. Yes. Yes. I understand now. I understand, yo. Holy flagnards. Alright, it's about to go down, man. Going back all the way to 146. I can't wait. I can't wait. Ah! The basketball, I can imagine just like somebody looking down at like the at some chapter titles. 143 is titled no title. 144 is A. 145 is title. 146 is dot, and 147 is 001. I really hope this is all in one volume so I can just see them all go down the line. If next week is 002, then that means that this is like Ishida's way of saying like this is so happens after Tokyo Ghoul Re. Or like this is still Tokyo Ghoul Re, but this is like a brand new portion of that story because it goes from no title to A to title to dot to 001. I still think it's a reference to Evangelion Unit 1, but still, regardless, guys. This will be it for me this week, man. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Let me know what you guys said about these last 2 Tokyo Ghoul chapters. I absolutely love that panel, man, with Touka. That panel with Touka was insane. Yes, that is Kanekyo. What a striking panel, man. See you guys next time, man. Have an awesome day. Tokyo Ghoul, awesome sauce. I'll definitely be here. I'm planning on doing a stream tomorrow for like updates for November, because usually every year I take a hiatus in November, but this year that's not going to be the case. However, it's going to be a bit different than usual. Like November is going to be a really weird month for me, so if I'm going to try to, because Tokyo Ghoul usually comes out on Mondays, so I'll try to make like that be my schedule for me to do Tokyo Ghoul on Monday. So with that being said, because I don't want to miss any of the chapters, I missed last week's and I just waited to screw it and waited to do a double. But with the way that the series is going, I don't want to miss any chapters. I want to read on a weekly basis. So with that being said, I'm hoping to keep up this weekly schedule with Tokyo Ghoul, especially going into this next month, because November is going to be a pretty it's going to be a tough month to keep up with my weekly series. But you know, we'll talk more about it tomorrow. I'm hoping to do a stream. If I can't do a stream, it's going to be a video before November 1st hits. But I'll have an awesome day, guys. Thank you so much for watching Tokyo Ghoul Re Awesome Sauce.